Hey everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here to do a quick video. I'm at a different angle right now because it's a weird time of day and I cannot figure out how to get the lighting to work where I normally sit, so here we are on the floor. But today's video is going to be a follow-up of a video I did a couple months ago in which I picked the 5 lowest rated books on my TBR shelves according to Goodreads. And I did a try a chapter tag where I read the first chapter of all of those books and then predicted the order in which I would like them. So you guys, here I am to tell you I was so far off. So I don't know if I just don't know my own taste or if the synopsis led me astray on some of these. So I was really far off in the order that I would like them. But I did rank the books 3.5, 3, 2.5, and 2 twos. And so the majority of the 4 out of 5 of these books were like, I don't know if I would really recommend them, because a 3-star for me is like, it was fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but I wouldn't not recommend it. So I really only enjoyed one of them. So while I'm not going to say Goodreads ratings are like gospel for me, I do think they can have a little bit of credit in books that I should not pick up. And so I'll just keep that in mind. I don't necessarily think I'll choose based on Goodreads ratings from now on, but I do think if something is rated super low, I may be a little quicker to unhaul it. I don't know. So let's just get into the book. So I predicted that I would like A False Sense of Well-Being by Jeanette Brazelton the best. This book is about a woman who's having like all these fantasies that her husband dies in these weird, freakish ways. And she's on a walk with her best friend telling her, and her best friend's like, I'm having an affair with this young guy. And it felt like kind of suburban like hijinks, I guess. Women's fiction, suburbia. I really like that typically. So I thought I'd really like it. And the first chapter hooked me. However, I ended up giving this 2.5 stars. It was right in the middle of the books for me as far as what I liked, because this book is about that premise. However, it's not really her trying to figure out why she's having these fantasies. It's her on this like self-discovery thing. And so she goes home back to her hometown with her mom and sister, who are all kind of crazy. There's like this local bar. Things just get like kooky to the point that it's not entertaining. And like the whole husband fantasy thing comes back around at the very, very end, but like it doesn't really have a purpose except to say like this is a part of her personal growth. And I don't know, it was just poorly written, not engaging, didn't like it. All of the like romantic relationships in this book were like not good at all, and they were like, I don't know, it just wasn't good. I would not recommend that one. Next, I thought I would like Smart versus Pretty by Valerie Frankel. So this book is about 2 sisters who have inherited this coffee shop, and they are struggling. The coffee shop is failing. There's a like mega coffee shop, think Starbucks, that came in next door. And so they're just really struggling when in one day walks this marketing student, and she's like, hey, I can help you guys. Let's turn this thing around. So they decide to have like a Mr. Coffee competition where they have a bunch of guys come in and do kind of a male beauty pageant to have their Mr. Coffee. Well, then Mr. Coffee dies, and the rest of the book is kind of like a cozy mystery, trying to figure out what happened. Like, I think I called this book contemporary because I was not sure at all what to call it, because there's the sister dynamic, and one of them is the smart one is the pretty one, but then like that's the first part of the focus, and then the rest of the focus is this cozy mystery and like these exotic coffee beans and stuff. It just wasn't good at all. I gave it 2 stars. This was, in fact, my least favorite. So yikes. Next was December by Elizabeth Winthrop. I thought I would like this one the next most. And this was the one I actually liked the 4th. So not that far off, I guess. I thought it would be 3rd, and it was actually 4th. But this is about a couple and I think she's like 11-year-old, maybe, daughter who is selectively mute. And we don't know why. We don't know like what happened, what's going on. And the book goes on, and it's them trying to get help for her and trying to like see all these different therapists, do all these different things to find out why she's chosen not to talk. And then the end is like, she just didn't want to. So then she started talking. What? It was terrible. It was slow. I could never figure out context, because I think they live in a really rural situation, but then they also they had to have had somewhat access to a town or city, and I couldn't figure out timeline. It just was really confusing, not good. Next was Her by Harriet Lane. So I thought I would like this 4th. This is a thriller about 2 women who their paths must have crossed at one point, and then they lost touch or something, and now their paths are crossing again, and only one of them recognizes or remembers the other one, and she's kind of up to no good. So sounds good, but the writing style, like in that first chapter or two, I don't remember how many chapters I read in that one, but I was a little confused, having a hard time focusing. However, I ended up giving this a 3-star. It was my second favorite, and it was good. It was just nothing great at all. And that premise you have read a lot of different times before, and I thought this one was just okay, but better than I expected. And then last, the one I thought that I would like the least is actually the one I liked the most. So that is Waiting to Surface by Emily Listfield. I gave this one 3.5 stars. This is about a woman whose husband leaves and leaves her with her daughter kind of high and dry. She doesn't know what happened to him. Did he die? Did he disappear? They have said that they think he drowned. He went to Florida or somewhere to be with like his mistress. They thought he drowned. And so the next period of time is her waiting for him to surface because she doesn't think he drowned. Did he run away? What happened? And so it's that, but it's also this woman trying to figure out what to do with her and her daughter and how to kind of start over. And I just really liked it. I gave it 3.5 stars. Again, not the best thing I've ever read, but my expectations were far, far lower. This one is also like it started off pretty detailed of like you found out about her coworkers, her this, her that, the other. Like it was just kind of like a long first chapter that was really descriptive of a lot of kind of pointless things. And that did continue. However, I got it on ebook and had Alexa read it to me. And once you kind of got through that, it did get a lot better. And the story was my favorite of these 5. So let me know what your thoughts are on Goodreads. Do you buy a book or pick up a book or whatever if you see that it's got really low Goodreads rating? And I would be curious to know, what is the lowest rated book on your shelves that you have either read or not read, and do you agree? And the vice versa. Maybe I'll do this again with the highest rated and see what I think. So, however, the hype often kills things for me. So I don't know, like I feel like I would automatically like those books less because I know how hyped they are. So I don't know if I'll do that or not, but let me know your answers and we'll talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.